All right. Time now is 1:18 p.m. On September 1st. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to September. Woo! Ouch. At 3:30 it happened. Cindy came back from the hospital and she called me twice. And I had to make a decision. I either ignore her and go back to sleep or actually do all that stuff. So I imagine Cindy just standing alone on the streets in the middle of the frigging night, just waiting for me. So I'm like, okay, I can't be that much of an asshole. So I actually left. I picked up the phone and Cindy's like, I'm outside the apartment now. Pick me up. Get me in. So I changed to my street clothes over there. And oh man, just it feels so bad because at 2 a.m. I just took a shower and I put the moisturizing cream on my hand and my feet already. I'm ready to just sleep it off, man. But no, I have to ruin it all and then take a shower again at 3:30. So yeah, I went out. I opened the door and it's so stupid because I actually unlocked this apartment's door, albeit dangerous, but if Cindy has the front gate key but doesn't have the apartment key, it doesn't matter. She can still get in, but she doesn't have the front gate key, so I have to go all the way out there to the streets to open the door for her. Took a shower, went to the bathroom, took a shower, right? And it is the fastest shower I've ever taken in my entire life. Like a 1 minute, 2 minute long shower, lightning fast. And then I just went back to bed. And the air vent of the bathroom is still on. Even though I turned it off, it's still on. It does that every single night because it detects moisture. So until the shower place is completely dry, it will stay on. And it usually stays on for 20 minutes, but for some reason it stayed on for like a whole hour last night. And then on top of that, the first thing Cindy did after she came back home from the hospital isn't to rest, but to make loud ass phone calls again. And she did it in the living room. Loud ass phone call. And the more she talks, the more aggressive and angry she gets. So lively. And then she started to wash her clothes in the washing machine. So we got the banging noise, the washing machine noise, the air vent is on. I just cannot sleep. Even after I open the door for her, I cannot sleep. So at 4:30, I left my bed again and I went out. Cindy's probably surprised, like, oh my god, she's still not asleep? How could he? I was already being really quiet. Cindy just doesn't have the awareness that other people are sleeping, Yeah. So anyways, I'm not gonna do too much today. I'm gonna go to Ralph's. I want to. So no news, no response from the Chinese boss lady. I guess she either changed her phone number or she just doesn't want me to work for her anymore. Either way, I'm probably gonna show up literally in front of the well and see that's okay, and see if the Chinese boss lady is somehow there, because I know she's in there every single time. Maybe I can do it today, or I can do it tomorrow, honestly. But yeah, today's a Thursday and I got nothing, okay? Alright, it's 6:34. I just got back home. This is what I got. Loaf of bread. Okay, loaf of bread. Fucking ravioli. Okay, for starch, I really ran out of ideas, so I gotta try this soft shell taco thing. Okay, 2 carrots, a couple of oranges, cucumber, cabbage, and for future breakfast, the one and only sweet potato pie, which is my favorite. Alright, meat, we got 2 steaks, beef chopped up, Thai red curry, I can't find Indian food, I don't know why, salmon cedar plank, okay, chocolate milk, coconut oil, and chocolate ice cream, star of the show. Alright, trying something new today. Beef stuff, beef bits of beef. Boiled the bok choy. Cooking the rice. It's 10:21. Alright, let's do this. Yes, nice. I have no idea why it's bubbling up so much. It's just all bubbles. I'm turning it all the heat to high. It's still bubbling up. I don't know what's going on. Alright, got the bok choy with oyster sauce, sugar, salt, and garlic. Yeah, and then rice, 360 milliliters, and beef bits. Wow, it's so hard. Oh my god. Alright, time now is 12:02 after midnight. Yeah, so, not a lot of stuff happened today, but I wouldn't say nothing happened. There are a couple of tidbits of things that have happened. And then I saw the new guy, Jacob. I can disclose his name now. So, the new roommate is, Jacob the Chinese man. He is 23 years old, and, I saw him a little bit, and then, he just moved in this morning, and he's using his room, and he's mostly in his room. He doesn't go out all that often, which is great news, because if he goes out all that often, it's gonna be, I mean, it's fine, but if he's, making loud ass phone calls and playing Beyonce, then it's going to be annoying. But no, he's in his room all the time. And he does come out to cook some stuff occasionally, and he has literally brought everything, all the way from his own pans and his own pots to his own food to his own eating utensils. He has his own everything, and he laid them all out on the kitchen table. More news about Pepper and Thomas's short film. So okay, right. So I asked Pepper if she really showed up at the well in person to ask the Chinese boss lady to rehire her, to bring her back, to add her back to the shifts of the well. So I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna go too. So I'm gonna go tomorrow, actually. And then I made my moves. I asked her for her birthday. I was like, oh, by the way, when is your birthday? Just curious. And Pepper just answered, December 15th. My and Pepper's conversation moved on forward a little bit when Pepper showed me a screenshot of Thomas texting her. Apparently, the actress for Thomas's short film, the main actress, dropped out because she says she has COVID. And so Thomas asked Pepper, hey, can you stand in for my actress? Not even stand in, be my actress. And Pepper didn't know how to respond because Pepper asked me something. She's like, oh, I want to ask you something. And I'm like, sure. She said, oh, can you edit my short film for me? I will pay you. And yeah, sure. Of course I want to edit the short film for you. Not really, of course. Of course it's a heavy workload, right? I got uni app already. I got YouTube stuff. I got my own short films, But hey, you want my help. That's sick. That's sick. When is the last time since someone has asked for my help? When? Let me think. I cannot think. I mean, Thomas did ask for my help, but it was less because it was more because I'm like the only person Thomas is close with. But aside from Thomas, I guess I really can't think of the last time somebody needed my help. Back in the secondary school days, nobody needed my help. Everybody just ignores me. Oh, I don't know how to do this assignment. Well, ask Kingsley. He's smart as hell. Oh, I'm really tired, and I don't want to move this stack of books. Oh, ask Ronald. He's tall and strong. Oh, I forgot to, do this thing and do that thing. Oh, well, ask Natalie. Nobody asked for me! Ooh, hoo, hoo. Time now is 11:51, 52 on September 2nd. It's gonna be a nice day today because, yeah, so I didn't finish Tokyo Story last night, so I have to watch it now. And then afterwards, I probably will do a couple of reviews, an album review and a movie review. And then afterwards, at around 3, I'm going to go to the campus, the CMD, to meet up with Thomas and to play with the equipment a little bit. And then afterwards, I will go to Nijia Market. I did my meal plan spreadsheet and I realized, wow, I have so much food. Suddenly, I realized that I have so much food. Enough to last a whole week. But yeah, and on my way to Nijia Market today, I will go to the well, and if the boss is there, I will say I'm here, because I've texted the Chinese boss lady twice, and she hasn't responded at all. Maybe she has changed her phone. I don't know. And then maybe I'll run into Hana. I don't know. And then I shall go back home, and at 5:15 maybe there's gonna be a script writing club meeting, so I want to be there for it. And we're back. Let's go. Time now is 4:55. Just met up with Thomas and played with the boom mic a little bit, and now I have to rush to the well, and then I have to rush back home for the script writing club Zoom meeting. My god, this is so tiring. Okay, so there have been a change of plans. I was gonna take bus number 5, except it's not showing up at all. It doesn't exist. So originally the plan is to go to the well, say hi to the Chinese boss lady, rush back home, and then wash my face, wash my hair, and then do the script writing club meeting. Now I could have gone back home, do the script writing club meeting, and then go to the well and back, but that's a hassle because that is back home and out and back home again. So you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go back to the campus, see Thomas again, and then afterwards, maybe at around 6 something p.m, I will go to the well. I'm sure the Chinese boss lady will probably still be there. I don't know, not sure, but I'll try. Holy shit, I'm so thirsty. Fuck is this? Okay, I know it's not very great, but how do I Okay. Fuck. I'm so thirsty. Genuinely hilarious.
Who put me in place? That's the question. I'm so sorry.
You put yourself in place.
I know. That was
Show up to the Chinese boss lady. I'm going to talk a little bit about script writing club meeting. The first time I had a script writing club meeting, and the first time I had club meeting in general in my life, where I am part of the leadership. And it was sort of awkward at first because there were only 2 people, but more people joined in, and at the end 5 people ended up joining in, and 4 of which are actually part of the leadership of some sorts. Leadership of script writing, leadership of film club. Yeah, it was all right. It was very awkward at first, and Thomas's hands were shaking. He was shaking, man. I wasn't. I was actually relatively calm. He was shaking. All right, it's 8:09. Let's try the carrots first. This is the only vegetable. Actually, there's spinach in this thing. So the carrots, I boiled them and then I fried them with no garlic, but with garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika, and ginger powder and oil. Honestly, it just tastes like a regular carrot. Alright, but drier. Right here we got ricotta and spinach ravioli with marinara sauce. 550 calories. Good stuff. I microwaved it for 2.5 minutes, even though it told me to microwave it for 4. So let's try one. And walked to the well and walked back home again. And so I went to the well, and there are 2 wells, right? There's the well that I work at, and then there's the neighboring well that Pepper works at. But Pepper isn't there today, or at least I think she isn't there. I went to my well, and here comes Guangzhou, as well as Clara, the fat Hong Kong girl, the fat Hong Kong woman in Guangzhou, the man from Guangzhou. Clara saw me and she's like, "Oh, yo, Guangzhou, you know, 撞鬼, like, I thought I saw a ghost, you know. Oh my god, it's Eno." They can't say Enoch. They thought my name is Eno, so Eno. And then Guangzhou's like, "What are you here for? Are you here to like, are you here to work, or are you here to buy something?" And I'm like, neither. I want to see the Chinese boss lady. And then they're like, "Oh, she's probably at the neighboring well, at the well at the side." So I went to the well at the side, and lo and behold, it's Chinese boss lady and another co-worker of hers, Chinese man, eating at a table, sort of dinner, I guess. And then I saw them, and she's like, "Hi," and I said, "Oh, I'm here in LA now." And I asked her if she had seen my text, and she's like, "Yeah." Bro, she saw my text and she didn't respond. She didn't respond. How would I know she's read them? Unless it's an iPhone thing. Unless it's like an iPhone thing where they can see you if it's on red or not, but I can't see it. So she said something a little bit disappointing. She said, "Oh, right now we don't have open shifts for you," which is bullshit. I went to the Homebase app and I saw that on certain days there are literally 1 people. Come on, you can't operate a well with only 1 person. That's absolute bullshit. And Hana works on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And I don't prefer Tuesday, but I can go Saturday. Maybe I can see Hana. Oh no, but that was a little disappointing. And she said, oh, if there are any open shifts, I'll tell you. You can tell me your availability. And I said, oh, I'll send you over text. And she's like, no, use the Homebase app. And I'm like, oh, I don't usually use this, but I'm gonna use it. But before I could finish the sentence, she's like, oh, people usually use the Homebase app because there are so many staff, there's so many workers, and it's almost in a condescending tone, like oh, you don't know what Homebase is, you schmuckus. But I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll use the Homebase app. So I just did. Tomorrow I don't have to wake up that early because Thomas still hadn't found the actress to play the main girl in his short. We cannot film the classroom scene. Yeah, we're just going to film one Koreatown scene. One. So Thomas's short film has 4 scenes. One scene is classroom, one scene is supposed to be Pyongyang, one scene is supposed to be Seoul, and one scene is supposed to be the border between North Korea and South Korea, and then the classroom scene is supposed to be at Switzerland. So that's 4 different locations. And the Pyongyang and Seoul scenes are both filmed in Koreatown. And so tomorrow we'll be going to Koreatown at around 1 p.m. So yeah, that's tomorrow, and I'll be acting in his short film. That's it. That's all. Culture Detective. So far so good, actually. All right, time now is All right, somehow a piece of hair fell into my mouth. Time now is 11:50 a.m. in the morning on September 3rd. It's a Saturday. So yeah, I had a damn great sleep. This is amazing, man. Cindy not waking me up is actually great. So, today I'm going to yeah, I woke up by the alarm today because I have to help Thomas with his short film. I'm going to play the younger brother character to the main character because Thomas was out of characters, was out of actors. He can't find anyone. So there's that. So I need to study the lines. I haven't even studied them. I mean, I know the gist of it to me, but I have more responsibilities now. And I guess that's simultaneously a good thing, but also a bad thing. I mean, the good thing is I'm worth something now. People are saying things to me now. This is what I've been missing. Back in Hong Kong on WhatsApp, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that. And I have tons of responsibilities all of a sudden, which is a good feeling. I'm glad I'm feeling it now. And this makes me, I guess, but this makes me remember how far I've gone. Every single day I remember how far I've gone in life. Back in secondary school, I used to be nobody. I used to be super shy and not really shy and quiet, but quiet and shy, but more like a failed person, just a failure. I'm more of a failure than I was a shy person, if that makes sense. Like, I try to make friends and I fail. And I feel like Aika is kind of like that too, because you can tell if you take the same class with her, she's kind of quiet and she just stands at the side, but she also actively tries to make friends. But you can almost kind of tell Aika used to be kind of a quiet girl at her school, but she forced herself to be more extroverted when she came here last summer. So time now is 12:54, so I'm not gonna cook the Korean cup noodle, which is 510 calories. Instead, for the first time in my life, I'm cooking Chutsinyatteng instant noodles. This is a classic, and this is 450 calories, as you can tell. I'm boiling the noodles as we speak, and I put the powder here. The sesame oil is ready to go. I'm gonna cook myself an egg and finish up all my bean sprouts and put it in that bowl. That's all. All right, here we go. I may have put too much water because this tastes like nothing. Yeah, tastes like nothing. And the bean sprouts, they're too old, so they taste a little bitter. All right, time now 7:59 p.m. I came back home about half an hour ago, cleaned up, showered actually. Let's talk about today. So at 1:25, Thomas drove his roommate's car to the front of my apartment, and Pepper's in there, and I hopped in. I didn't hop in immediately. I was still eating my instant noodles, but yeah, quickly rushed out. So there we go. We went to Koreatown, and lo and behold, after we parked the car, we walked there, and we walked to the bank place, which is a nice place, a nice shooting location, except it's private property. So what happened is there was a fight or something, and some security guards came out of the building trying to stop the fight. And then they turned around and they saw us. They saw Thomas, Pepper, and me with boom mics, and Lauren hasn't arrived yet. And the security guard asked us, what are we doing? A big black man. And Thomas was like, oh, we're just doing some student film or short film. And the guy's like, I'm sorry, you need to leave this private property. So we left. Thomas immediately admitted defeat. He's like, okay, we're leaving. And then afterwards, Thomas was like, well, let's go to USC. So Thomas's backup plan is USC, even though we already came to this location and planned out how we were going to shoot this thing. Well, plan ruined. I guess we're shooting in USC. So we went to USC. It's nice in a way that I love it when I have to do a short film, except I'm not the director, so I'm seeing mayhem. Okay, I'm seeing chaos, and I'm not responsible. I don't have to do anything. The director, this is the director's job. I'm just gonna stand back and watch. So it's actually kind of nice in that way. Pepper is the first girl where I have to be a gentleman, and I don't even notice it. Because today when I walked at the pavement, I didn't even notice that I'm always at the car side. No matter if we're going to or from the car park. So that's that. But anyways, I and everyone's relationship was really good. I mean, our relationship was really good. Except at one point, I guess, I don't know what were we discussing at that point, but it was really weird. It was really weird. And that is Thomas wants me to play the older brother character, but I'm actually younger than the actor. So I should be playing the younger brother. So now I asked Pepper just out of the blue, oh, should I shave it? I feel like I should shave this part and maybe leave the mustache. And Pepper's like, you should shave the whole thing. And I'm like, what? Why? And Pepper said, it looks bad. And like I just didn't understand why. I said, you know, if I shave all this, I'm gonna look like a baby. I like this facial hair. I like this mustache. I like it. I'm content. Okay. And Pepper's like, no, you look like a middle-aged man, and it's just weird. So I didn't question further because I don't want to make this a huge deal and be annoying. But it has been on my mind. Like this whole facial hair problem, it has been on my mind. So anyways, we went to USC, we parked the car at the side of the road, and we walked like 15 minutes all across the whole fucking campus to the film school. And the thing is, I was wearing my fancy Italian shoes, and I've never worn them for a long time. And it's really tight, and my feet was hurting so much. My left feet was genuinely hurting, and it's still hurting right now. And it was really tough, and I was holding this heavy box. Walked all the way over there, and then at some point, so apparently the Marshall building is closed because there's a football match. So Thomas was like, you know what, screw it. There's this hallway, this corridor thing outside of the law school. We'll just film here. So we went there, and we just started filming there. I was like, okay, sure, you're the director. You decide. I don't have to give a shit, basically. So I practiced my lines, and I and the main actor, we practiced our lines, and we did like 12, 15 takes, 12, 14, 15 takes. I wasn't great at acting, but I tried, okay? I did try. But the thing is, I didn't write these dialogues. Thomas did, and they're not very good. And Thomas wants me to actually literally say them without changing all that much, so it's kind of cringy sometimes. And again, I can't really tell if Pepper's half joking or not. I guess she kind of is half joking, but Pepper's really casual about it. You're so annoying. Are you a Virgo? Because you're so annoying. Because I told her my birthday is September 7th, and she's like, oh, you're a Virgo. And I'm like, you believe in that stuff? She said that a little bit later. But while it's just me and Pepper, I asked Pepper again, like, do you really think I should shave? And Pepper's like, yeah, please shave. And Pepper doesn't seem like she's joking around. She seems very serious about this. She's like, please shave. You look like a middle-aged man, and you're not going to be able to carry. And I don't know what that means. What do you mean carry? So yeah, okay, so then afterwards Thomas drove Pepper home, and Pepper connected her aux cord to the car, and she's... The thing is, I really care about what people think of me. And I know that's unhealthy, but that's unfortunately a flaw that I have. And when Pepper said that I should shave, it's kind of insult. Like, you look fucking stupid with that silly mustache. Shave it off. So I went to YouTube and I went to Twitter to ask if I should shave or not. And obviously, given that all the people on YouTube have subscribed to me are my fans, so they're all saying, oh, it looks good, keep it. By all, I mean 8 people have voted, and they all voted yes, keep the mustache. I haven't looked at Twitter yet, but it's probably something along the lines of that. But I think Pepper probably has a point. Maybe the reason why I'm turning 20 and I haven't dated at all in life, maybe one of the reasons why is because of this. I look old and I look a little intimidating because of the facial hair. Like, without the facial hair, I look younger, and I give off a more lively, sort of youthful vibe, and maybe girls like that. Maybe Pepper's right. Maybe she's right. I don't know. Oh, what should I do? See, the thing is, I like this mustache. I like this hair as well. If it's only the mustache, it's a little classy. But with this, it's a little rougher, and I like that. It's rougher, but also looks a little artsy. Like, this is the face of a director. This is the face of a filmmaker. If it's all gone, if there's no facial hair, I look like biology major, or physics major, or something like that, or engineering. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm honestly gonna shave the second half, and in fact, I've already planned to shave at some point. Like, I shaved once this year in early May, and I'm planning to do it again in, I guess, a couple weeks into September. I'm actually planning to in fact, you know what? I'll shave after birthday, which is 5 days later, by the way. 4 days later. Because I'm 20, I hate myself, I feel like a loser, and to celebrate that, I will shave. In fact, I'll do whatever. I'm turning 20, I'll get myself a piercing, get some face tats, wear lipsticks, wear some eyeliner, just fuck it all, shave myself bald. I just want to do something to myself to signify that I'm turning 20. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I guess another thing I'd like to say is I don't have to please Pepper. You know what? You know what I can do? I can ask around. I can literally do a survey and just ask around. Like I'm tomorrow I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna ask Jonah. I don't know, man. Maybe tonight I'll shave this. And maybe I'll trim. And Pepper also did say one thing, and that is even if I keep it, at least I should trim it so that it doesn't look messy. I honestly don't think it looks messy. I think it looks fine. This is one of those rare moments where I like myself. Okay, let me have it. It honestly looks fine. I mean, yeah, there are some stray hairs that's like going over on my lip, and that's not very great. But like, if I do this, it's fine now. Fuck you. Thomas asked me and Pepper if we're both gonna show up next Saturday for the mountain scenes. And I said, yes, of course. And Thomas like, yeah, that's great. And Pepper's like, yeah, of course. And I was like, jokingly, I said, oh, Thomas is afraid that we're going to betray him and abandon him. Thomas has trust issues now. And he's like, yep, I have trust issues now. And then I said, haha, I like that. You know, I'm just joking. But I really do like that. Because Thomas is such a surface level guy. Thomas is so optimistic about life. Like, Thomas is so ambitious that I feel like Thomas doesn't know how depressing reality can be. So I actually genuinely like, I enjoy seeing Thomas disappointed and disillusioned. Like, haha, yeah. Now you know how it fucking feels. And Pepper was sort of confused. You're like that? I realized that I'm actually a pretty, it's not even intentional. I'm actually a pretty sad fucking person. Like, again, with my taste in music, I feel like if I'm not as sad of a person, my taste in music would be a lot more basic. But because I'm sadder, I just listen to weird ass shit, you know. I'm just very fucking sad. And today, when we walked to USC, I was like, oh, you know, given that there's a football game, maybe the security guards will not stop us from filming because they're distracted. They have to tend to the football game. And Tom was like, yep, optimism. And I said, oh, I'm not being optimistic. I'm realistic. And Pepper laughed. It's such a cool little one-liner. I think I asked Pink and Leia, and Pink gave a very insightful answer. So I asked Pink, hey, I have something to ask. And then so I voice recorded myself and asked her about this. And she said, well, it really depends on what is your relationship between you and that girl, Pepper. And I said, well, we're just kind of friends. We're not dating or anything. And she said, well, if you're friends, then whatever. Screw her opinion. Like, just do what you like. Because in reality, there are two factions for girls, according to Pink. Pink's really, like, informational about this, which I really like. Like, instead of the cop-out, oh, just do whatever you like, she actually gave some information. She said, girls usually are split into two factions. Some girls love facial hair, some girls don't. And it's fine, you know. If Pepper doesn't like it, somebody else will. So it's whatever. And yeah, I said, well, maybe I'm gonna trim it a little bit, fix it a little bit, make it look better. And Pink's like, yeah. And then that's pretty much it. And then Pink laughed because when I said I want to ask her something, Pink thought I was gonna ask her for relationship advice. And she laughed, and I laughed too, because it's really weird. Usually when I say something serious and ask Pink or Leia or Natalie even something serious, it's usually very freaking serious and dramatic. Like life dramatic. Like, you know, stuff, you know, heavy stuff. But no, this time I'm just asking for my facial hair. So I told Pink, you know, I don't love anyone now. I just don't. There's no one interesting. And Pink said, "Oh, it's okay. Don't rush. You know, you will find someone." Pink said it's very much a fate thing, like fun, like fate. You know, like it's not exactly fate, but like. And Pink said, "Well, it's sort of like a game. You know, you sort of need to ask a girl out and pretend it's a friends thing, but the girl will probably figure it out. And it's gonna be a game because you have to constantly ask her out, not just once but twice, thrice, more, and um you may not confess immediately, and you sort of need to gauge how much is that other girl into you. So if the girl refuses to go out with you, then you're screwed. If the girl agrees twice, then that's great. Thrice, okay, but you're not exactly sure yet if it's a friendship thing or is this a relationship thing. So you sort of need to gauge, and you need to look for clues, and it's different for everyone. It's different in different cultures. It's different in different environments. It's different in different times. It's different every time, basically. It's a game. It's a war. You know, Pink didn't say it's a war. Pink said it's a game. And if Pink says it's a game, it's gonna be a fucking game. It's basically Kaguya-sama Love is War. And then I realized to myself, not really realized, but I feel like wow. Like even now, I'm not dating anyone. I'm not in love with anyone. Like just friendship alone is enough to throw me off and make me go through a whole loop, a whole mental loop. Like if I found someone interesting and if I'm in love with someone, this is going to completely crush me. And Pink said, "Oh yeah, you know, it's going to take a lot of time and it's not going to be easy at all." So even after I found someone I love, which probably will never happen, it's going to be tough. After I found someone I love and after the confession and you're officially dating, it's still going to be tough. It's never not going to be tough. Relationships are always difficult. And so yeah, time now is 3:11 and I shaved. I used a shaver. I don't know if you can see it. Fuck, you can't see it, right? There. I used a shaver and I also use my small scissors, and honestly, it doesn't look bad, but it just looks like I've shaved and I've waited for 2 weeks and now it's growing back. It didn't look like a groomed facial hair. It doesn't look groomed. It just looks new. It just looks young. Alright, time now is 7:58 on AM on September 4th. It's a Sunday, and I think one of the mistakes I've made last night is to use a shaving razor. It made it look a little more scarce when I don't want that. I want it to look dense, but tidier, I guess. But yeah, today at church, I'm going to go to church. I'm going to I'm gonna go to church and I'm gonna ask people around. Um, or not just too many. I'm gonna ask Jonah, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some Fruit Loops and then I'm gonna leave. And I don't want to speak too much today, so there's that. Um, but yeah, I don't know why. Because of what Pepper said about my mustache, it sort of almost ruined my day. But truth be told, yesterday isn't bad at all. Isn't a bad day at all. Like, yeah, I look forward to sleeping earlier tonight, maybe 2 a.m. and then have a thick fat sleep because tomorrow I don't have to go to school. It's Labor Day. Which is exciting. Um, and yeah.
nghe佢成日咬佢個仔咁啊，係咪？哦，咩話？其實我翻去食晚餐。唔知喎。
Alright, time now is 8:49. I'm having dinner right now. I just came back home about half an hour ago. This is leftover lunch from today's lunch. Teriyaki chicken with rice, some tempura. So obviously we went to a Japanese restaurant. And pickled carrot. Oh my god, this kimchi is like a can of soda. I opened it and it started bubbling and rising and it's actually, oh my god. It's actually spilling all over the place. It's literally a can of soda. Alright, so Cindy wants me to water her basil plant. And truth be told, I've never been out there before. So this is gonna be interesting. This must be the watering pot. Looks like one. Ooh, fuck this. I hate this. And it's completely wilt already. Oh well. There's no water. That's fucking great. Alright. Yeah, but anyways, he picked me up and then we talked a bit and then he went to downtown of LA to pick up the cellist, the music girl, basically. The girl who I said looks like Kim Min Hae. The more I look at her, the more I think she doesn't look like Kim Min Hae. But anyways, that's that. So we went to the church and but yeah, afterwards we went to I saw Jonah and everyone and we went to the Wonder Bakery again to buy bread. And I was sort of debating that because at that point, honestly, I wasn't feeling so well. My stomach started to feel a little not good. And it's a common thing where if I wake up very early and eat cereal, like drink milk, if I wake up really early and drink cold milk, I get stomachache. I don't. And while lining up, there's the younger brother of the siblings, and I, you know, just out of the blue asked him, "Oh, by the way, do you think I should shave?" And he said, yeah, I mean, yeah. And he's very honest about it, and I like it. And he doesn't seem criticizing. He doesn't have a very criticizing tone. He's just kind of honest and chill about it. So it's like, yeah, kinda, you know, it doesn't carry. He used that word again, carry. So I forgot to mention this morning, but apparently when Pepper said my mustache, my facial hair does not carry, doesn't mean that I will not be able to find a girlfriend because of my facial hair. That's not what she meant at all, which is a huge relief, thank God, because if Pepper doesn't think I'm boyfriend material, then nobody will think I'm boyfriend material. Okay, that's an insult to Pepper, but, you know. But it's insulting, you know? It's like when Natalie said I'm her most platonic friend ever. Why would you have to say it to me? Keep it to yourself. You know what? I'm glad Natalie said it to me. I'm glad I know the truth. Fuck her. But, yeah, turns out, Leia explained it to me last night. Carry means, fit. It doesn't fit me. That's what Pepper meant. So it doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit my whole vibe, you know, my personality. It was so fucking hot. So today, even in the morning, when I hopped onto the teacher's car, when we were at church, the pastor talked about it. And then when we were in the Bible study group, the teachers talked about it. And then when we left, everyone's talking about it, joking about it. It's hot. It's extremely hot. It's 40 degrees Celsius. I've never experienced this heat in my life. We, at the end, we quit. We went to Nijiya Market in Little Tokyo. There's a Nijiya Market there. And we met up with the siblings and this high school kid. And we banded together and then we at the end, we walked around and we realized every single restaurant is full of queues, and the food's expensive, and we have no idea where to eat. So at the end, we decided to eat at some random restaurant in Little Tokyo Village, and that's it. And I was gonna order cold udon, but then I saw that it's probably not much. There's no meat, $13 really. So I ordered a bento box, and it's so huge. It's got sushi, tempura. It's got a miso soup, which is extremely salty. I did not drink it all that much. Neither did the younger brother. There's a salad, which is not very great at all because there's barely any sauce. There's lots of rice, teriyaki chicken. We can choose between teriyaki chicken, chicken katsu, pork katsu, whatever. Because the older sister of the siblings was playing Genshin Impact on her iPad. And so I talked about how, oh, you know, the voice actors and all that. And the high school kid, he is in his last year of high school, Form 6, aka senior. He reminds me of my younger brother. But he's more mature than my younger brother, but less mature than me. So he has a deep voice. He acts sort of mature, like he walks and the way he composes himself, sort of mature. But at the same time, he gives off this young, playful vibe, just a tiny dash. And sometimes he says jokes that's kind of like a Reddit meme, like. So he studies high school in the USA, so obviously he's fluent and he knows a lot of American memes, and you know he's like, you know, bruh, lol, and you know he didn't say that, but you know he knows these memes. He references them from time to time, and it's kind of, I won't say immature because I laugh at these memes as well, but the way he laughs at it and versus the way I laugh at it is different. Like he says a meme and I'm like, haha, yeah. But when I say a meme, he's like, ha, lol. And I realize, I guess it's unfair to compare me, who's from Hong Kong, versus him, who's grew up a lot in the USA. But you can still tell that we act different. I am more mature than him. I'm 3 years older than him, thus more mature than him. Okay, but anyways, we went to Jonah's place and we played the Dune board game again, which is the most complicated and confusing board game I've ever played in my life. It's the second time I've played it, and I lost again, basically. But I almost won, and I didn't lose alone. The high school kid was at the same level as me. I was so close to winning. But yesterday, when Thomas was running, I secretly filmed him. And it was sort of this automatic thing. Like, I automatically took my phone out. I didn't even give it much thought because I always take my phone out to film whatever I see. Because I vlog so much. And I did it right in front of Pepper. And I kind of regret doing it because Pepper saw it and Pepper probably thinks I'm weird for doing that. Pepper said I'm annoying for doing that. And I realized I shouldn't have done that because it's disrespectful, and I wouldn't like it when someone films me like that as well. And I'm hypocritical for filming others. I sometimes watch vlogs from Japanese people and Korean people, and they would blur everyone out. I think that's a little extreme. I wouldn't do that, but I should also try my best to not film people and respect other people's privacy as much as possible. I do respect other people's privacy. You have to admit I do. I mean, Pepper's not her real name. But still, you know, I should have refrained from doing this. It was my bad, and it tarnished my reputation a little bit. And I realized this whole vlogging thing, and I've been realizing this for a long time, this whole vlogging thing has become more of an addiction than it is healthy. Like, I'm just filming too much. And the more I live, the more I film. My vlogs are getting longer and longer. And that's because my thoughts are getting more and more. And that's because I live more and more. So I'm more and more experienced with life. And the more I can recall the past, which means the more I talk. All right, time now is 1:42 p.m. on September 5th. Woohoo. 2 days left until I turn 20. Another thing I'd like to say is I want to do a 10-minute challenge, and that is I will try to only film under 10 minutes a day of myself because I want to wean myself from vlogging. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything today. It's Labor Day. I'm not going to go out. I got college homework. I want to continue editing my short film. Okay, one more thing. Actually, not one more thing. I don't know, man. You know what? Let's not think about it. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not think about it. Let's not focus on it. It will happen if it happens. If fate allows it, it will happen. Alright, cooked up some beef bits. Hopefully they're cooked fully. Now I'm gonna put them on a tortilla. Yep. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even have guacamole. I just have a whole wheat tortilla. Like this. And then I got a slice of cheese here. Alright, so let's try this tortilla thing that I made with bits of beef and a little bit of American cheese in it. I have no idea what I've done. Alright, well, here we go. I don't even know what that is. The tortilla is surprisingly wet and soft. Like, it doesn't taste like anything until you just taste it by itself. And it's actually a little bit sweet. Alright, time now is 8:17. I know, I'm keeping it under 10 minutes. So, two things. First of all, at 1 p.m. today, Hana DM'd me on... I saw on the Homebase app that Hana wants to trade her shift with me. On Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And then Hana later DM'd me asking me if that's okay. And that's not okay because I have class tomorrow night. I had a 1 hour, 17-minute long phone call with Thomas because we had to talk about the plans for Scriptwriting Club. So we immediately made a whole PowerPoint. We actually made 2 PowerPoints for the next meeting, which will happen on September 9th. Okay, for dinner, it's 10:24 magic number. I got cabbage fried with carrots and garlic, salmon, and 2 pieces of toast. The toaster has overestimated the thickness of the bread. So, yep, that's it. Alright, time now is 11:43 p.m. Let's keep it under 10 minutes, even though I probably have already failed. And then Hana said, oh, apparently Guangzhou is quitting soon. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, Guangzhou is quitting soon. And I asked Hana if she knows why. Hana said she doesn't know why. Maybe. Alright, quick update here. Time now is 12:34. So I was bored. I was scrolling through Instagram and I was looking at Sadie Sink's Instagram post, and I saw that the top comment is Ella. Someone's Instagram handle is just Ella saying you're so beautiful, and a lot of people liked it. I clicked on it and what? It's Ella the white girl from Film 40. And I thought, what? That's weird. I thought I've already followed her. Turns out it's another account, and it has 3.2 million followers, which is very weird. And it took me so long just to find out. I totally have not found out. I just found out about this.